Clarity equals kindness. I'll share this analogy. So think about it like if maybe you were in high school at one point in time and there may have been someone you were dating, and then you just realize after a period of time that this probably isn't going to work out. What did you consider to be the kindest thing to do? Did you consider telling the person the truth the kindest thing to do? Or did you consider, well, I don't want to hurt their feelings, so let me just not tell them or not say anything? Like, which one of these do you think is the kindest thing to do? If you remember, I said clarity equals kindness. So the kindest thing to do is not to waste that person's time and not to waste your time, because time is a precious commodity. We have the time that we have, and so we can't create more time, right? So we want to use our time wisely, and we want to give other people the opportunity to do that as well. When it comes to clarity equaling kindness, think of it from that perspective. The kindest thing you can do is say, you know what? I realize that this is not a good fit for me. I wish you the best. I hope that everything works out, but this relationship is just not going to work out. That would be the kind thing to do. So we're talking about that, but now we're going to transfer it over into the workplace. So when we talk about clarity equaling kindness at work, what does that look like? That can look like a couple of different things. One thing is, of course, as leaders, we always want to set forth our expectations, because that is going to provide the greatest level of clarity is when we tell people what our expectations are. Because when they know what our expectations are, then they know what they have to do to meet our expectations. And as leaders, we're human, so we're not going to get it right all of the time. We're not going to remember our 100 expectations. Hopefully it's not 1,000. I was about to say 1,000. We're not going to remember all, of our expectations. We remember what we remember in that moment, but we don't remember everything forever. So it's important for us to think about, okay, when I think about this situation, when I reevaluate it, did I actually communicate my expectations? That is one of the hugest things for me. Is I know that I cannot get upset about something not being done. I cannot be disappointed about something not being done if I did not communicate it as a leader. So I take that on as my ownership. I do self-evaluation each day after working with my team, and I think about, okay, what went well, what didn't go well. And I think I mentioned before with my last teams in those morning meetings, I would say, okay, it was just basically be like an update, but I started to add kudos, and then I had like just the correction side to it, and I never mentioned it as a correction side. I just said these are the updates for today. So kudos were celebration points for people on the team and saying, hey, you guys did a great job. And it's just saying, hey, we want to celebrate our successes and our wins. But the day before, I had evaluated, okay, what didn't go well, and based off of what didn't go well, then I was able to say, okay, I'm going to address that in the morning meeting. And 9 times out of 10, the expectation was met the next time, because I created clarity on my expectations. And listen, I was going to say something, but I am going to rephrase it. So as individuals, I'm going to say it like this. We cannot get frustrated when people don't read our minds. Nobody can read our minds. That's one of the biggest parts of communication. Like, I want you to honestly evaluate yourself. Are you a person who expects people to read your mind? If so, that is not a realistic expectation, and that is actually unfair to other people. I was there at one point in time, but I have now moved past that, and I've realized that people think completely different than the way that I think, and there's nothing wrong with that. They just have different thoughts than the thoughts that I have. The best thing I can do is ensure that there is clarity in my communication or clarity in my expectations, so that it doesn't lead to frustration. It doesn't lead to them getting frustrated or me getting frustrated or having disappointment on either end. We won't get it right all the time, but when we realize that there's a problem, then we need to clarify.